So BFDIE 2 has been released right on cue. The episode is called The Bare Minimum, and the thumbnail contains Jamie and Ruler. From what I can discern in this thumbnail, Jamie doesn't want to eat some colorful candy balls, but Ruler is force-feeding her anyway. Because last episode, Jamie signed a deal to be Ruler's servant. The episode lasts 9 minutes and 43 seconds, making this episode longer than BFDIE 11 and shorter than BFDIE 14. The first contestant to appear in the episode is Fern. Toothpaste says hi to Fern, but Fern hates her because of their rivalry. Toothpaste forgives Fern and becomes best friends. Rose asks Toothpaste to be quiet, but Toothpaste stares her menacingly. Battle for Dream Island Elsewhere, Episode 2. The Bare Minimum. The second contest is to collect as many balls as he can in 10 minutes. Sticker tends to collect beach ball, but the announcer doesn't count it. Each person will collect some balls and put them in their basket. Sticker puts beach ball in their basket and it counts for 1 point. Beach ball tries to leave, but the announcer doesn't let him. A dump truck comes in and dumps all the balls. Rose finds a golden ball and the announcer says it's worth 98 points. David fights Rose for the ball. David won't give up the ball, so Rose throws it. Everyone scatters to look for balls except for Needy. Money collects 4 balls and bumps into Sidewalkie. Sidewalkie flattens Money. Money dies and Sidewalkie steals her balls. Sticker collects 3 balls and Sidewalkie does the same thing to him. Sticker is undeterred, and Money is recovered using the Money Recovery Center. Because of Sidewalkie's foul play, Sticker decides to cheat with Rose again. Money alerts Needy, and they team up. Jamie collects 4 balls, and Ruler collects 5. Ruler sacrifices Jamie for his safety when encountering Sidewalkie. Ruler proceeds to dump his balls in his basket. Sticker tells Rose that if they'd make their own golden balls, they would win definitely. But they just happen to be next to Jamie, who is recovered using the Jamie Recovery Center. Toothpaste proceeds to chase Rose with a knife. Jamie plans to stop Sticker, but Ruler calls her. Fern whistles while collecting 3 balls. David is still chasing after the golden ball. Ball starts on the curb, and David smiles for the first time. David trips on a small rock and onto the golden ball. The ball flies onto the top of a mountain. Sticker catches the announcer hiding a paint bucket. Rose finds a ball and uses the announcer to protect her from Toothpaste. Rose throws her ball to Sticker. Sticker tries to get the announcer to respond, but there's no response. Sticker proceeds to sneakily take the golden paint bucket. Money tries to get Needy to do the contest, but is flattened again. Sidewalkie takes 6 of the 8 balls that Money left behind. Needy's lines give the episode its name. Sticker paints Rose's ball in gold and then puts it in Rose's basket. Sidewalkie sees this as unfair and flattens Sticker as a result. Sticker is immune to being flattened, so Sidewalkie rips him to death. Sticker is recovered using the Sticker Recovery Center for the first time. A maroon ball is rolling by. Sticker then proceeds to chase it. David tries to catch the golden ball, but it rolls down a mountain. David rages because of this. Rose runs into Fern, who is carrying 3 balls. Toothpaste collapses due to exhaustion. Toothpaste plans with Fern to sabotage Rose because Toothpaste has made enemies with her. Just because Rose told her to be quiet. Toothpaste throws Fern's balls directly into her basket, so deliberately that they're just above Sidewalkie's reach. David tries to catch the golden ball before it falls into the bottomless pit, but fails. David proceeds to chase the ball through the bottomless pit. Jamie is containing a lot of balls. Ruler finds a pile and attempts to force-feed Jamie more balls, even though Jamie clearly doesn't like it. Sticker finds a pile of dirty balls. Sticker says that most of the balls went into a local river and ended up in a storm drain. Sticker regurgitates a ball and then dunks it in golden paint. Beach Ball finds it disgusting. David retrieves the golden ball from the bottomless pit. Rose runs into a lavender ball with Fern in tow. Rose recognizes Fern as being with Toothpaste, and Rose refers to Toothpaste as a girl. Rose agrees to give a ball to Fern once he leaves her alone. Sidewalkie prepares to steal David's golden ball, so David rages and bursts through Sidewalkie. For some reason, Sticker and Rose's scores are bumped to 2,647 and 2,646 respectively. Sidewalkie is recovered using the Sidewalkie Recovery Center. Only 1 minute remains on the timer. This is a surprise to Needy, considering Toothpaste killed him, but the announcer said that was one of his clones. Sticker turns to the gold ball off screen. The announcer is revealed to have a pile of clones. Beach Ball coughs up a ball. Sticker dunks it in gold and throws it in Rose's basket. Sticker refers to his duo as the Cheater Alliance. Toothpaste doesn't understand, so Sticker uses a megaphone. Toothpaste shows the Beach Ball that he has 0 points, just like Fern, Jenny, Money, and Needy. Money is surprised that Needy planned nothing. Ruler found another ball, and Jamie is very scared. Sidewalkie runs into Ruler, knocking the ball out of his hand, and as soon as the ball touches Jamie, Jamie explodes. Fern throws the ball in his basket, and then fakes Rose's death to Toothpaste. One of the balls lands in Fern's basket. The balls from Jamie's explosion are landing in various baskets. One of the balls lands in Jamie's basket. Another ball lands in Sidewalkie's basket. Sidewalkie attempts to dump his ball into Beach Ball's basket, but 3 balls land there. Sticker puts his ball in there anyway. The TV shows that Sticker and Rose gain more points, but there are still 14 seconds left. Money sees the ball heading towards her basket, but Needy replaces Money's basket with her own. And then time is up, meaning Money is eliminated. For surviving the second contest, the announcer gives everyone some chocolate lava cake. None of the voting results are revealed, and everyone is still up for voting. Rose is sure she got no balls, but looks at the TV. The announcer catches on to Rose's cheating, but Rose hides it. Jamie tries to tell the announcer, but the announcer kills her. Since the voting results for episode 1 weren't revealed in the second episode, I didn't vote.